Hey guys, what is up, and I welcome each and every one of you to a new League of Legends video. In this one, well, Riot just released a video talking about Preseason 2022, the state of the game, and things that are coming out, new announcements and everything like that. So I thought, you know what, let's watch it together, give you guys my input, of course, as well. All that being said and done, don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just get this party started. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go.
Hey everyone, SafeLocked here on behalf of the League team.
Let's go.
We have a lot to cover today, including our plans for preseason, challenges, and game modes. But first, let's talk about the state of the game. Overall, we're pretty happy with the state of League this season. But before we get into the details, let's dive into a topic that's been pretty popular lately, which is new champion balance. When we look at the data, we actually see that new champions have been pretty balanced on release this year, with the exception of Dr. Mundo.
Huh?
That said, there's more to healthy gameplay than just win rates, and we're still hearing that new champions feel unfair to play against, particularly when it comes to complex abilities or overloaded kits. If we're being completely honest, we don't think our champions have overloaded kits overall. But that being said, there have been times when we've given new champions too many tools and had to pull back later to give them more clear weaknesses.
That sounds like an overloaded kit to me.
Samira's ability to dash to allies was removed because it provided too much safety. Combined with her missile blocker, it made CCing her too difficult, especially since that's one of her main forms of counterplay. Another thing we consider when we hear a champion feels bad to play against is their intended complexity. We try to make a healthy mix of high, medium, and low complexity champions. In this way, whether you like mechanical
insane.
point and click simplicity, or something in between, there's a new champion that interests you. For example, with Vex, we wanted to create a champion that was fairly easy to pick up, and we're happy to see she's hitting that mark. But beyond just how complex a champion is to play, there's also how difficult they are to understand. We want new champions to have unique gameplay, but you shouldn't need a wiki to know how to play with or against them. Learning counterplay is a skill test we do think is important, but knowing what a champ can or can't do shouldn't be a part of it. This clarity is something we haven't always hit the mark on, especially with champions like Aphelios, who not only has a complex kit, but was also lacking UI clarity when he was released.
Yeah, Aphelios was definitely a clusterfuck.
Designing new champions is a constant balance between making something that's exciting, has clear counterplay, and isn't confusing.
Champion is definitely confusing.
We're still trying to find that line, but we want to get to a spot where new champions aren't just numerically balanced, but that you all feel they're fair to play against. Beyond new champion releases, this season we've seen a wide variety of picks in every role.
A lot of new champs
We've
are
also seen a healthy
fun to play,
diversity
super ace
of
to
play
face.
styles across roles, especially in jungle and top lane. Some of this is due to direct champion changes, such as the kit adjustments that enable picks like Jungle Darius, Brand, and Morgana. New items like Anathema's Change and Hullbreaker have also had a positive impact, especially in top lane where we're seeing a ton of champion diversity. And finally, we know that some champion classes have been struggling after the item system update.
You're dead.
And we've been working on some solutions.
Okay, that's an unrealistic thing. They die in
This
like twice the speed of that usually. Come on.
With that, I'm going to hand things off to Brightmoon. We'll go more in depth on the upcoming changes.
All right, preseason. Let me have it. Give it to me. Give me the preseason.
Hey everyone, I'm Brightman,
What's up,
the
Brightman?
lead producer of gameplay on League of Legends. League is like a house. Sometimes we need to do a big renovation to keep it working well, like when we overhauled the item system. And sometimes we just need to add some new furniture. For this year's preseason,
or we can
we're
fix the
sprucing
furniture
things up with improvements to our existing systems,
let's fix the furniture.
and the Elemental Rift.
Furniture is
Let's
broken.
start with our plans for items. While some champions and classes have lots of build options, we've still got others that don't feel like they've got a mythic or legendary that really speaks to them. So we're going to be adding some new items and tweaking some others. This will include 2 new mythic items. The first one is a support tank item, perfect for champions that want to get aggressive and charge into the middle of a fight. When you immobilize an enemy champion, all nearby enemies will take increased damage from your team for a short period of time.
Okay, that's kind of broken.
The second new mythic item is built for mages who are looking for a little more survivability. It grants damage reduction that lingers for a few seconds after you get hit, and while the protection holds, you'll also
Bro, the Xerath took literally no damage. Talon literally just full comboed him. The Xerath lost 100
damage
HP.
reduction that lingers for a few
Bro, what is
seconds after
that?
you get hit, and while the protection holds, you'll also get ability haste.
What?
We think it'll be particularly good for longer range mages who need a mythic that helps them survive a dive rather than pile on.
Bro, this Talon's doing the full combo, doing no damage.
When we updated League's item system, we wanted to give every champion strategic choices in every game.
Yikes, man.
We still think that's the right goal for mythics, but our thinking has changed when it comes to legendary items. We think it's okay if some champions build the same legendary in most games if it's a perfect fit.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we
I
also
agree.
want you to have plenty of options, which is why we're improving legendaries for mages, assassins, and tanks.
Assassins. Eee.
For example, assassins can look forward to a new legendary item that gives ability haste,
Okay.
and also refunds a portion of their ultimate's cooldown with enemy takedowns.
Wow, that's broken on Zen. Holy
Tanks
shit.
that can never get enough mana will be happy with a new legendary item that grants bonus health based on total mana, and also burn some of it to create a shield whenever they immobilize an enemy.
That's pretty cool.
Mages who are
Seems
tired
very
of being
niche.
denied their hard-earned kills can rejoice. They'll be receiving a new legendary that grants magic pen against recently shielded enemies.
Oh, that's pretty sick,
For
actually.
runes,
That's
I think
broken,
there are some
actually.
good targeted changes we need to make.
It's like the Mage Serpent Fang.
Most of all, we feel the Inspiration Tree's identity has been pretty unclear, and we'd like to broaden its keystone use cases.
Yeah,
For
rip
example,
Kleptomancy.
we're reworking Glacial Augment to double down on its fantasy of slowing down enemies.
What? No,
We're
no,
also
no,
making
no, no,
some
no, no.
modifications
Please,
to
no.
lethal tempo to lean into its attack speed fantasy and give it a more distinct use case in the Precision Tree.
But
Up next are bounties. Champion
What?
bounties give teams who are behind a way to get back into the game without being a straight shot to victory. And this year, we're adding a second way for teams to try and make a comeback. Objective bounties will work like champion
okay.
bounties, except you cash them in by taking map objectives, like towers or Baron.
that's pretty cool.
They ramp up slowly when the enemy team lead grows, and the bounty is shared with your whole team, regardless of who.
I hope they do this right, because so far the bounty system has
Taking
been
objectives really
weird.
is the best way
I'm not
to
gonna
come
lie.
back when you're behind.
questionable.
So we want to help make that a clearer and more rewarding
I
strategy.
really hope they don't fuck that up.
That said, if a team is really far ahead, objective bounties won't change that. Being the better team should always get you a win. So we'll be watching the new bounty system closely to keep
Dude,
things in
this
check.
is like a finicky topic, man. They have to be really
Finally,
careful.
let's talk about our biggest addition this preseason, dragons. We really like how each dragon creates unique terrain, grants powerful buffs, and adds more strategy to the mid and late game. So this preseason, we're adding 2 more.
Oh, 2 new dragons?
First is the Hextech Dragon.
Oh.
When your team defeats it, you'll all gain additional ability
Oh.
haste and attack speed.
Sorry,
Claim
I
the
was too busy
soul,
hyped. My
you'll
bad.
receive-
Let me rewind, sorry.
And if you gain ability haste and attack speed.
So you get
Additional
abil-
ability haste.
Here.
When your team defeats it, you'll all gain additional ability haste and attack speed.
Damn.
And if you claim the soul, you'll receive a chain slow that works kind of like Static Shiv's passive.
That's pretty
When this
sick,
dragon
actually.
takes over the rift,
What the
it
fuck?
creates Hextech gates that can
What the
transport you
fuck?
to set locations across the map.
Damn. That's
Second
pretty
dragon
sick.
joining the party is Hextech's darker sibling, the Chemtech Drake. When
Oh.
you slay it, your team will deal increased damage when your HP is low, letting you turn
Oh.
around those close team fights.
That's good for
This
bruisers.
Dragon Soul provides a second chance at life. Well, sort of. When you die, you'll enter a zombie state, where you can still cast
Oh, this is
abilities
from
and
the,
continue
game mode.
fighting when you'd normally be looking at a gray screen.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that.
And when the Chemtech Dragon
Oh.
putrefies the map, it creates camouflage zones in
Oh.
fixed locations.
That's pretty sick, man.
These dragons might seem more impactful than the current ones, and, well, they are. Our goal is to add more unique encounters and
That's pretty
meaningful
cool.
strategy
I
to
like
the mid
that.
and late game. That said, these are some pretty big changes, and we're ready to adjust if they're
Challenges in
making
game
too
modes.
much, too little of an impact. You can expect to see all of these changes on PvE in a couple of weeks. and We'll be
Dang.
looking for your feedback in the months ahead.
I'm gonna make videos on that, guys. Make sure you're ready for that. That looks like challenges. I personally don't give a
Outside
shit.
of preseason, something we've heard from all of you is that you'd like more ways to express yourself and your achievements in League. For some of you, ranked is how you define your progress, and that's great. We don't want to change that. But for those of you who aren't focused on the rank climb, there aren't great ways to express your own progress. Champion Mastery and Eternals help you show off your skills on a particular champ, but they don't tell the story of your broader League legacy. The new challenges system
The
should
Eternals
achieve
was
just
so
that.
bad. Oh my god, I forgot it
rank
even
up
exists.
over time, showcasing your increasing mastery and legacy
Oh, that's
across
pretty
a bunch of different systems, modes,
Oh.
and gameplay,
Wait a minute.
making it a little different than just a standard achievement.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
We want to highlight not just your rank and champion mastery,
I think we talked
but
about
also
this
your
before.
inventiveness, breadth of play styles, collection, and everything else in between.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip this because we literally talked about this before. I
When it
literally
comes
made a
to
video
game
on that
modes,
already.
One thing we've been hearing from you all is that you'd like more variety in the modes we bring back alongside events. So let's talk about it. To start, we actually agree that the existing rotation of game modes can make some of the most popular modes like Earth and One for All feel a bit stale.
Yeah,
Some
true.
of you have asked why we just don't bring back some of our other older
God, this
game
was
modes like
sick.
Guardian Invasion or Ascension to mix things up. And the answer is that bringing back old modes isn't as easy as flipping a switch.
Why not?
League is constantly changing, which means all of our existing modes require constant upkeep. For example, when we released Yumi, we had to figure out how she'd function in One For All. What happens when a Yumi attaches to a Yumi who is attached to a Yumi? Because of upkeep like this, we have to be very selective about the modes we maintain. And right now, there are just too few popular modes that feel worth the investment compared to making brand new modes or updating more resonant ones for you. We've mentioned this before, but we think the sweet spot for game modes are ones that amplify champion fantasies and really build on what you love about your champs and Summoner's Rift. So moving forward, we're focusing on adding more game modes that hit this goal.
Okay.
And to that, let's talk about Ultimate Spellbook. First and foremost,
What? They didn't
really
even.
love
What?
this.
That's it. They didn't say shit. Ultimate Spellbook. Okay, dude. What? All right. I'm gonna. Okay, whatever. Okay, I thought they were gonna say something. They actually said literally nothing. However, with that being said, dude, the new dragons. I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, damn. I'm excited for that, and I'm excited for the new legendary items, and I'm excited for the new mythic items. Some pretty sick changes here. They didn't say too much about the runes, unfortunately. I wish they said a little bit more about what they're doing with the runes, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video then, I guess. Guys, I don't know. Let me know what you think about it down below. I'm actually pretty excited. Once this is on the PBE server, of course, I'll make videos on it for you guys, you know, in a couple of weeks or whenever that is, of course. But until then, let me know what you guys think down below. I think it's sick. I'm very excited. I do think that the state of the game, by the way, is absolute trash. I might make a video about this in the future soon. Solo queue is horrible, and I honestly think that the people that work on the behavior team get paid to literally breathe air. No flame. Actually, no, that is flame. I'll take it back. That's complete flame. Horrible. Absolutely horrible, and it's honestly kind of cringe. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about it down below, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.